Vism, and this is another video about our FocalPoint Rental Software. Okay, so I'm excited today to talk about order creation. All right, so what this is just basically a way for you to go in and create a new order. That might be a quote, might be a reservation, or it might be an actual contract that you're trying to open up right there in that moment. So a couple different ways that you can do this and a couple different things you can create within the order creation screen. All right, so let's jump right on in here and take a look at this. So right away, the order creation is in the front counter menu, and I've already selected that here. And I can start by looking up the item up here. I can also start by selecting the customer. I can also see a rental calendar if for you visual people who like to see it on a calendar view, that's fine. But either way, I've got to choose some parameters here. So I've got the out date and then the due date, right? So you've got to select the time frame of when this rental is taking place. So if I wanted to, I can just also select the length. So if I want to go 1 week, then it's going to adjust those dates for me automatically. So that's one great thing. Now I can do a search for the inventory, okay? So if I do a search, I could do a search for, let's do a search for a lift, okay? So anything with lift in it is going to show up that I have in my inventory. Now you can see some of those items that are in red. That just means that that specific equipment ID number, that specific item is not available during the time frame selected. Okay, it's important to keep that in mind because your inventory is going to reflect the time frames you have selected, so it's important to make sure you've got those time frames in there. So it's really easy to see which ones are available and which ones are not. And you can also see the reason as to why they're not available. You may have an item in the shop that's being worked on. It may already be on another order for another customer. So at this point, you can go ahead and select whatever it is that you're looking for. And it's just going to ask you to verify the meter reading on that item. And I can just go ahead and verify that. And then another cool thing about FocalPoint is it's very intuitive. It allows group messages, so you guys can set up messages to pop up for different reasons. And in this case, it's just popping up a message that is reminding you to connect the brake lights to towable lifts. Pretty simple. It's self-explanatory, but a good reminder. So now that we've got that on there, that item has populated right down here, and I can just go back in here and continue searching for other things. Okay, so maybe I need an excavator. You know, we got a big job going on here. So now it's going to pop up all the excavators in my inventory. I've got several to choose from, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of these here. And again, it's going to ask me to verify the meter going out. And I can't enter a zero number, so there we go. So there it is. So we've got those items right down here. Now, if that's all that I need, then again, I can just go right up here to the customers and select the customer. And I can do a search right in here for a name. So let's do Smith, right? So there's a lot of Smiths. So FocalPoint will allow me to do a multi-field search. So now I could get a phone number if I wanted to. Okay, what's your phone number? And we start with that. And there we go. Adam Smith, yep, found you. Got you in here. Now, if their customer wasn't in there, I've got this quick add button up here, so I can add a new customer. I don't have to go out of this order into the customer center and add a new customer. No, it's all right here. FocalPoint makes it simple for you to do that. So now that I've got the customer, I can just go right back in here. And this is either, I can select this as a quote, a reservation, or an order. Now, reservation is grayed out just because I selected today's date as the out date. So it's basically saying, you know, for it to be a reservation, I'd have to pick a date in the future. But I can do an order or a quote here. And once I've got that selected, then it's going to create it for me. And if I click on order, then at this point, it will pop up an order. It's going to have an order number there for me. And I can just take it from there. I can make changes to this order. I can set deliveries and pickups. You know, I can really do anything I need to do at this point. So that is just kind of an overview of what order creation can do for you. There's a lot of different things that are available to you in here as well that I didn't cover. So if you're interested in seeing more, please reach out to me. Again, my name is Matt. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.